Now, let's take a look at the highlights of the St Mary's Trophy Race Part 1. With these races, you can run the whole race as a highlights package. Brilliant start from the A40s on the front row. It looks as though Rob Huff had done enough to take the lead into Madgwick. The pole starter, Andrew Jordan, tucked in behind in number 77. Jason Plato attacking the Austin Westminster. But soon it was Jordan in the front and pulling clear. But behind, it was a merry, merry battle. Huff in second, Michael Caine in third, Plato in fourth. And right behind the Jaguar of Frank Stippler. Andrew Jordan pulling away. He had a worry about his clutch before the start of the race. It looked so it had him all under control. And the big Thunderbird coming from the back, well, he removed part of the hoardings down at the chicane. That's Tom Christensen and the mighty Ford Thunderbird. Up front, however, it was busy, busy, busy. Woodcote, such a tricky corner. And soon that was where Frank Stippler brought the attack, used the power of the Mark I Jaguar to go down the inside of Andrew Jordan. But Andrew, in the much lighter Austin A40, could hang on to the front. He could brake later. He could pitch that A40 in sideways. He held the lead, but he knew he was being hunted down. And around the outside at Fordwar to take the lead went Frank Stippler. The German driver would then just start to edge his way clear. But coming up from the back of the grid, in fact, he started from pit exit when everyone else had departed, was the enormous, the mighty, the huge, the massive Ford Thunderbird of Tom Christensen, 9-time Le Mans winner. He chased and he got up to 5th place, but then he got pinged for his exhaust hanging off. But the battle of the race was between 14 Rob Huff and 3 Michael Caine and their little Austins, but the Austin that was right at the front end had fallen to second, then fell out of the race. Poor Andrew Jordan worked so hard, and that elevated those behind to fight over second place. Plato had got up there in the Austin Westminster, but it was epic, it was amusing, it was entertaining, it was rip-roaring. The battle for third place between Caine in number 3 and Rob Huff in number 14. No quarter given and no quarter asked for, as they fought at every single inch of the circuit here at Goodwood. Look at them strafing their way through the chicane. At this point, Tom Christensen was still catching up. Look how many turns of the lock he had. But when he got pulled in, because the exhaust was hanging off, it left these two clear to fight over the final place on the podium. Would it be Michael Caine locking up down at the end of the lap? Would it be Rob Huff in 14 who got through to take the bronze medal position? We knew the identity of the driver who was going to take the victory. It was Frank Stippler, who drove beautifully in the 25 Jaguar Mark I. He came through with a tiny lead. Second place went to Jason Plato. Look, his front right tyre really, really low. In fact, he couldn't even turn into Woodcote on the final lap, but he did enough to get it through the chicane one last time. And then look in his mirrors, he'd be able to see the battle, to see who would come third. Stippler took victory, and right at the end, Caine did just enough to take third ahead of Rob Huff. But it was Stippler from Plato and Caine. What a brilliant St Mary's Part 1.